Welcome back to Worthington Model Railway. Short video today. Today's been a detailing day. A lot of people mentioned that they like some of the detail on the layout. So I will show you what I've been doing today in terms of some of that detailing. We'll look at a few other things as well that are out there. And maybe I'll just talk a little bit about some things that I want to do. I've got things that are in progress too. But I think the detail does lend itself to making things look realistic. So let's go have a look. Some of you may have seen my video on making tufts and flowers. I'm just going to show you, I took those that I was making and finished putting them in front of these cottages. I think generally looks pretty effective. Did a nice job. I've also put some others elsewhere too, so we'll look at that in a second. So I added some fishermen, a couple here, and also you can see these bulrushes, cattails, whatever you want to call them. I found those online and I thought they looked pretty good. I'll get some more elsewhere, we'll see in a minute. And as I come down here, you'll see I put a couple of canoeists out there, and they seem to be having fun. Okay, let's go look at the other end of the river. As you can see, I put some more of those tufts over here in the field. They give a little bit of interest. I have some more bulrushes here, and we have a couple of fly fishermen now fishing in the river. We now have the lady of the house and put a couple of nice bushes in there. Many people comment on my castle, and for the most part what they see is outside the castle, and there is some nice detail there with the swans in the moat. But what I've been doing is I've now been putting some extra detail inside the castle. I don't know if you can see here, but if I zoom in, maybe you can. I have some bushes there. If we look on the other side of the castle, we also have some bushes, and there we have more bushes on the castle. Some other bits and pieces of detail. You have some pigs over here. They look like they're having fun. I have plenty of people here on my street. And I also have people in the back of the houses. And we'll put some detail in here with some grass and flowers and another person, and pretty much every house has a dustbin. You go back over here, you'll see the dustbins. Here we have a park. As you see, we have kids playing and moms with kids and people watching. Over here we have some cows. And behind the cows, we have some campers. And we even have a campfire going. Lots of detail here. Let me zoom in a little bit. You can see some of the detail on the campers. And this is my farmhouse and farm. I have some detail in the yard. This is where I've said this before, I think. I'm planning to put some junk, some rusty junk in that shed, but hasn't happened yet. And there's the greenhouse. And more dustbins. And over here is my chicken coop. And a couple of people working and a goat. Place where I have quite a lot of detail is on the station. Station platforms should have activity to my mind, and so I have people doing things and lots of activity on the platform. So as part of my detailing today, work on some of these Woodland Scenics industrial junk. I mentioned a couple of times that I got a couple of sheds up there that I want to throw something in. So I got to take the stuff and rust it. If we look and see So it's just basically a white metal casting of bits of what look like bits of machinery. And if we look at the one that's down there on the left, you'll see that I've started to weather it with some rust. I'm using some Vallejo rust pigments with a little bit of binder. So these are the pigments I'm using. I've get some old rust and some just rust. And then this is the binder, the Vallejo pigment binder that just binds it all together. So let's do a couple of these and see how they come out. So basically I've got some binder here, and I'm just taking some pigments and working them together. I find that you gotta put the darker on first, a little bit of the metal showing through, and then take some lighter pigment and dust the lighter pigment over the top of the darker, and pretty soon we have a piece of rusted up junk there. Doesn't take long to do this. This one we're probably going to do all over. I need a little bit more with the binder. You know, you can be pretty rough with this. It's the way sort of rust appears. It doesn't all look the same. Take some darker again on the bottom. And then a little bit of the lighter stuff on the top. I'm actually going to get a little bit more of the lighter pigment out. What I can do, try to save my fingers getting all uggy. I have these little clips on the end of a skewer. Use that a bit too to make it a little easier, particularly on some of these smaller pieces. I can see if I can a little more lighter stuff on there. The thing I have here is a Scenic Details tractor, which already comes in pieces, so I'm not going to put it together. I'm going to take the pieces and just rust up the pieces to go into the shed. So here's a few of the tractor parts that I'm also just going to rust up, so they'd be lying around, old unused parts. I like to use these little salon brushes. They're used for makeup, and you buy them like 100 of them for a few bucks, and they're really fine brushes. So what I want to do is, on this tractor body, it almost certainly, even though it's rusted up, would have had some paint coming through on it. So I'm just going to take a little bit of red enamel paint here and put a little bit of red on parts of it, so there's some bits of color showing through that might have been there on the original tractor. No, I don't know if you can see that, but it gives it a little bit of color with that. So I just did some green on a few of these things too. So we got a little bit of red paint on, we got some green paint. Just gives it a look as if it's, you know, typical farm implements that have gone rusty over time. So, short video, but hopefully you like some of that detail. Thanks for watching. Worthington Model Railways. Please like and subscribe. Have a great day.